What's up, my people? How that day within they happen within this up. Happy weekend, by the way. Welcome back to our channel. Okay, here I am again thinking, how powerless can you feel? You know, when you know that your leaders are trying to act smart, but still you couldn't do anything. Like, you feel so powerless in your own country every day. Our leaders knows that we understand their tactics or their tricks, but they know still these people are powerless. They are nothing. They are trash. They can't do anything. And that's why PDP said to EFCC, I don't know if you've seen it, they said that they should investigate anyone who spent 100 million naira on APC presidential nomination forms. You know, that's laughable. That's like saying, you know what, I'm a thief, but guess what? We've got a bigger thief. Even though I know I'm guilty, but no, because there's a bigger thief, you don't have to hold me responsible for anything. Just catch the bigger thief. That's, you know, a simple explanation of this whole thing. APC is 100 million, PDP is 40 million. So now PDP, that's 40 million to get their own form, is now telling EFCC and other anti-graft agency to go after the bigger thieves. You know, like I said, they know, we know that these guys are just playing chess with us, but we can't do anything. We're so powerless to do anything, even though we know that this is a childish game. Moving on, here we have Wizkid. Okay, Wizkid said recently, bandits will run if they hear my name. Just give me the ticket. So Wizkid has been begging for this ticket, this presidential ticket. Even though Ganduje, you know, told him recently that you will lose, but you will be a good loser. Whatever Ganduje is trying to say there. But Wizkid still insists that I need this ticket. Yes, if you guys allow me to become president of Nigeria, I will crush the bandits, the terrorists, and the Fulani headsmen.
We'll see good efforts. At the end of it, you lose, but you'll be a good loser. I appreciate good losers because you have courage.
Anyways, I asked the question yesterday, who are you going to vote for? And I gave a list of candidate aspirants, and a lot of people went for Peter Obi. Although Showere's name wasn't there, because I know, you know, we've got a lot of Showere's fans here too. But a lot of people went for Peter Obi. But is he going to be given the opportunity? Only time will tell. Here, someone says, you can calculate inflation from the price of the APC presidential nomination form over the years. 2015, 27.5 million. 2019, 45 million. 2023, 100 million. They know what they have done. Enough of the politics. About Rita Dominic's wedding. You know, I keep hearing this. I don't know why people are talking about this, right? Oh, you know, Rita Dominic's husband is a two-time divorcee. Like an award, like it's an award given to this man. Like, he's a two-time divorcee, or there's a way to put it, you know, on social media. You know, they're like, oh, my prayers are with Rita Dominic. Whatever your prayer is, just be happy for Rita Dominic, at least for now. Okay. I stumbled on a video, right? In that video, we've got Iniedo, Chioma Akpota. I like Chioma Akpota, by the way. E-Money, they made it rain. You know, E-Money, he likes showing off. Like, yeah, truly he's got the money. So, yeah, let's watch this video.
Through a bottle. Keep bringing the bill. Make way. And this one is from Teka. Do you know about Teka? Let me lecture you. Teka, he is the CEO of Teka Group of Companies. All because of facing the Coco. And now let you receive the billing.
Julius Agu was spotted there during the wedding, dancing and having fun. You guys know the story, the news about the wife leaving him, which turns out that it was Julius Agu who left the wife. These informations I don't think I have the right to pass it as confirmed information. But like I've always said, there's a particular writer who confirmed this. He said it's true. And I think I believe it's right up, but I'm still not saying that it's confirmed, okay? And yeah, so Julius Agu was seen having fun and all that. Some people, were happy to see him on his feet. This guy battled with brain tumor for a long time, for years. And it's just good to see him, hale and hearty. Okay, guys, I stumbled on a news report that says Cross River State School of Nursing and Midwifery reportedly expels female student in alleged leaked sex tapes. Hold on. No way. I refuse to talk about sex tape. Every spirit of sex tape, I bind it. No, I'm going to skip it. I'm serious. Okay, let us move straight to the next one. Here we have Madam Kemi Olunloyo. We're talking about celebrities, right? Or these kids being influenced by celebrities, right? So Kemi Olunloyo says this: parents, stop watching BBN, that's Big Brother Naija, with your children. Chrisland sex tape is just an example of what happens. Okay, so now we blame Big Brother Naija. I saw in the comment section recently, somebody said, look, we don't need to blame, Tiwa Savage or Oxlade. Let's just put a blame on Big Brother. Do you agree with that? But I will say one thing, right? Yes, in case you don't know, parents actually watch these shows with their kids. This particular show, actually, they watch it with their kids. And we even see their kids cry. And I'm like, so you watch your show with your child? It's unbelievable, because we saw these things happen. So Madam Kemi Olunloyo has got a point here, but still you have to take that responsibility and ensure that they don't watch it. Moving on to the next one. Do you guys know what has been happening in the entertainment industry? I mean, it's been crazy all the time. Divorce, domestic violence, not just entertainment industry, generally in our society. A lot of people blame this on the entertainment industry, what kids are exposed to through social media. But should we really blame these celebrities? It's still a huge debate, on social media, because a child decided to go haywire on social media, or decided to release their sex tape, or do something crazy on social media. I'm talking about minors here. They said the celebrities they influence these kids negatively. Well, good news here, Stephanie Linus just celebrated a 10 years wedding anniversary. It's good. 10th wedding anniversary is no joke. Take note. There's less drama. We didn't hear anything crazy about them on social media because they refuse to allow that. They keep that in the family. Of course, I know there are times when, they argue with each other. I know there are times when they probably even unfollowed each other. We don't know. Because once you watch a dirty linen outside, bloggers, trust me, okay? Bloggers start watching you, okay? They turn on the notification on on your page. Each time you release a post, they want to know. You post a story, they want to know. They start watching once you put out something crazy about your relationship. So you keep wondering, how did you guys know that they just unfollowed each other? That is because there's already a sign. Bloggers are not magicians. Well, yeah. Moving on to the next one. Here we have the news about Davido's rumored girlfriend. Not really news, just Davido's rumored girlfriend. But because it's Davido, it's big deal. Yeah, it's big deal. So they said her name is Vanessa. So Peruzzi posted recently. Peruzzi said, all my niggas single. Damn. And Davido was like, me, I'm not. So people started searching. I'm talking about bloggers. I think I saw this information, I think a day ago or something, but I didn't believe. Like, come on, this is just rumor, the girlfriend. And immediately Davido replied, again, that picture pops up. Who knows? Because the first thing that came to people's mind, at that time when Davido replied, Peruzzi, was, okay, it could be Chioma. They're probably still together, but we just don't know what's going on between these two. A lot of fans just hope that it's true that Davido and Chioma are back together. Does it mean that they're back together? We don't know. I mean, they've got a kid together, to train together. So we cannot say. Okay, moving on to the next one. Here we have Banky W talking about Wizkid. He said Wizkid owes him 5 albums. Isn't that a lot? Like 5 albums, and he only did 2, right? Under EME. There's something he said again. He said he's always happy to hear that, an artist moves from him to a bigger sport. He's talking about Wizkid and I think skills, which is, good. And while talking about this, he also mentioned the fact that Wizkid was absent during his wedding in Dubai. It was most talked about wedding in 2017, big wedding. But he said at the same time, I understand, Wizkid, I think there was a show, I think there was African Music Fest that time, so Wizkid couldn't make it. He said Wizkid called and apologized.
Were you disappointed he wasn't at your wedding?
Was I disappointed he wasn't at the wedding? I was.
Yeah.
But I think, maybe he, I know he tried. Because there was a show that a lot of the artists, I think it was One Africa.
Yeah, I think they were in Dubai or something.
They were in Dubai, yes.
Like a couple of them.
A lot of people just make a big deal out of this. He's been asked a question, my people. You guys need to calm down. They asked him a question about Wizkid, and he answered. That's the thing. People just need to understand that when you go for interviews, you just don't talk. You only answer questions. So I think he's only answering questions. A lot of people thought, okay, Banky W is still angry or is still bitter. And to make matters worse, Wizkid replied to that post and said, LOL. And so Wizkid fans were like, oh man, Wizkid is not really cool with this. Banky shouldn't have. So they shared another video of Wizkid saying, I left Banky W or EME with 0 naira.
I'm thankful to God, man.
So you're writing that you're about to leave that label to go out and do everything independently?
Yeah, independently at that time. And when I left the label, it was so crazy. Nobody really knows that story. My boy Baz is with me right here. He knew the story. I literally had to leave with 0 naira. I left. Really? And I was Wizkid. I had to leave with 0 because I was just like, man, I can't keep doing this, man. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It was a great time of my life because I'm thankful to Banky W for everything it's done for me. But, at a certain point, artists will definitely want to, get to a stage where you want to progress and move forward. So, album after I released that album, I remember, me and my boys just think, man, listen, I'm going to tour the world with this song.
Another thing a lot of people ignored is the synergy between Adesua and Banky W. She was just nodding, in affirmation. She's clearly feeling her husband's point. You can see the synergy is just amazing between these two. She was just like, yeah, feeling her husband. That's so cool, though.
Just create animosity or just create resentment.
Did you even try to talk him out of deep?
No, because I could tell that that's his
mentally
heart.
He wasn't there
mentally
anyway.
He was ready to do other things.
Yeah.
And for me, I just felt like some things are meant to happen for a season.
Yeah.
And that was the season that we were meant to work together. And I, at the end of the day, one thing that has always been mostly true in my life and in EME's life with Tunde and Shegun is that most of the people who ever work with us, when they eventually leave and go on, they're better off than when they were when we first found them. Mm-hmm. And I think for me, that's enough.
You know, it's enough of a testimony to just be that
It is
stepping
growth.
stone to say, hey, I did what I could. I tried. Now you're off doing greater things. And I couldn't be happier. And till today, yeah, we still do work for Wiz and Starboy, and the same way we do work for you. We do work for a lot of people in the business, because I don't believe in burning bridges. I try to be, as peaceful or tolerant as I can of understanding people's views. And for me, it was pretty simple. Once we actually had a conversation, it was just about, okay, how do we, release you from this and release you to go off and do other things. And in fact, I think at the time we even had an agreement.
Congratulations to Burna Boy. Burna Boy billed to perform at the 2022 Billboard Music Awards. Despite not being nominated in any category, still got invited. Nice one, Burna Boy. African music in general. Moving on to the next one. Let us read this. So yesterday, an anonymous on here reached out and offered to get me my birthday gift beforehand, and it came today. I've been wanting a new phone for the longest. All I can say is God is the greatest. An anonymous. From being an anonymous to being a potential boyfriend, and who knows what will happen after that. And this person said, good evening, when is your birthday? Let me gift the first 2 items. And she said, June 12. Good evening, June 12. This person just wants to give you a gift because they like you. Probably they like your backside, or they just like your face, And say, that's far. We can get it this week. Okay. I mean, just call her and tell her you want to give her a gift. Stop hiding behind birthday. It says, are you being serious? The lady was like, are you being serious or you're capping? I said, I'm serious. What phone do you want? 13 Pro Max or an Android phone? I said, okay, thank you. 12 Pro Max or 11 Pro Max. This is funny, guys. This is gonna blow your mind. It says, why you don't like 13? And she said, nah, I can't just be a stranger. Like, my dear, just go with it. Go with 13. Please, the 12 that you're asking for, is it small money? I beg. He said, nah, I can't just be a stranger like that. Any of the other ones are... Well, she's trying to be reasonable, instead of 13, why don't you just get me 12 Pro Max? Because I'm reasonable in my choices. I consider people. And he said, and the laptop, I guess MacBook, is it Air or Pro Max? I hope this particular person is taking care of his family. Yeah, because some of them don't, Moving on to the next one. Trending video of how an employee got appreciated at work. I wish a lot of, places in Nigeria could learn from this, The workers are not your slaves. You should sometimes, at some point, appreciate them.
I don't think it is. Oh, what? You're fired. You're talking smack now?
I know you're 20 years old next month. Right. But you're closing the house, right? And so we want to give you some things.
How many years it is again?
20. Not all for her. I'm so happy for you.
That's not quite enough, right? She's at 20, right? So she's like,
Oh my God!
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We're gonna get there 19.
Anyways, guys, let us move straight to the next one. Here we have Onyema. Onyema, the former Big Brother Nigeria mate. This guy dated Mercy at some point, and when I stumbled on this video, I was like, oh no. Ike sometimes acts like a kid, honestly. Like, what's the meaning? When I remember how I tried to change her whole into a housewife. Like, what about you yourself? Like, God, that's childish though. That's childish.
Oh God, I'm a fool. I'm a very big fool.
Okay, guys, that is where we're going to hold it. Thank you so much for watching. To this question, Which fruit is the most embarrassing to eat in public? Mango, watermelon, banana, and papaya. That's purple. Leave your answers in the comment section below. Thanks once again. And don't forget to like, subscribe. Till see you next time. Peace.